that Christ did die for us. We thank thee that he hung on the tree and stayed there, even though the angels were ready to rescue him, because he loved us and he was willing to pay the price for our redemption. But we thank thee that he did not stay in the grave to which he was taken, but he rose again, and he is the living Savior tonight. Work for the Lord. If you're an employee, you work for Christ. He is the one that you're responsible to if you're a Christian. The Bible says that Christians are pilgrims here. We're ambassadors for Christ. The Bible says we're a peculiar people, set apart under Christ. And we're to be shining witnesses in a perverse and wicked generation. All around we see lying and hypocrisy.
Well, as you guys kind of saw, the last couple of videos, they're kind of emotional. Well, the opening up to this video, I should say, was kind of emotional. That's because I kind of wanted to do something a little different today. I kind of wanted to be real on some things. With this being said, I could gain subscribers, I could lose subscribers. At this point, I really don't care, because there's some things I need to get off my chest. And what better way to do that than to start like this, you know? Growing up as a child, I didn't realize that all my entire life was full of lies. I mean, I grew up around everything that was negative on the inside of my own heart. I grew up thinking that the darkness was okay and that the light was the place full of disarray. Because every single time I opened up my eyes, I would start crying around all the sight. Every single time that I saw my family, they'd always be doing something as far as weed or alcohol or sex or doing whatever else mattered in their own time, in their own period. I grew up thinking that everything bad was the right way to go. I grew up thinking that who I was didn't even matter anymore. I had even got to a point to where I wanted to end everything. I just want to say, God, I'm hitting this end button, so why don't you go ahead and play another game? It took me quite a while before I finally realized that, you know, my life is not my own, that I need to do something different. But then I lost it all over again. And the saddest part about it is that it was always coming back to the same reason. I never felt like I had that strong family connection, the one that I always longed for, the one that I always needed to breathe in. And the hardest part for me was that I felt like I was doing something wrong. Felt like I couldn't even have a connection with my own parents, not even my mom. That's kind of how it's always been through all over the years. And I'm sitting here and I'm shedding all these tears. Every single night that I close my eyes and I go to sleep, I lay awake starting to cry because I do not know if this is my last time on earth or if I will die. And the craziest part about it is I knew it wasn't true. I knew that there was something bigger for me and for you. And it wasn't until recently when people came into my life, they turned my life around and made me no longer frown. And now I have this girl in my life. She makes me super proud to be the man that I'm called to be. At least that's what I'm trying out now. And I realize that sometimes life is hard, and I realize that you got to really push on from the very first start. And I realize that when your heart feels like it's starting to fall apart, that you got to rise up and you got to take control of everything that's in your life. You got to stop leaning against the wall like the blind. You got to keep pressing forward to something a little bit more. But I haven't been doing that, no. You see, my MMO was to go around the world just showing people what I could do as far as my rapping, as far as my lifting weights, as far as getting in shape. I put all those above the one thing that even matters. I put them all above God and His Son who died on the cross for all of us. And the hardest part about it was that I was lying to myself, even the people I cared about most in the face. Most in the face. Now I'm not going to sugarcoat this and say that everything in my life's been cookies and cream, because it hasn't. And you don't even know me. But for those of you who do, this is kind of my own version of a testimony that today I'm taking a stand for something greater than who I am. I'm taking a stand for the one that we call the great I am. The King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, who hung his head on the cross, who lowered it so we could be free at last, so that way we could have a second chance, a second blast. And I'm sick and tired of relying on my past, saying, you know, this is the way I grew up, so it's okay. Instead, I've been sick inside of the brain. It's been affecting my membrane, that I can't even go and tell you these lyrics that are coming out from my heart again, because I feel like if I keep doing it, I'm gonna get stabbed in the heart again, feeling like somebody's gonna need to call a paramedic because I can barely breathe, and I've done already had it, because I feel ridiculous inside of my brain every single day when I keep on going on and I keep on showing my face when I'm not even living for His grace. And I hope that you realize, and I hope that you learn to testify about your own little life, that no matter what you go through, everything will be okay in the end. And if you look up towards the heavens and you look forward again, you'll find your way again to the great I am, to the one who calls you home, to the one who calls you son and daughter, the one you can call your own. And I just want this message, this poetry, this lyricosity, whatever you want to call it, I want you to take it into your heart, and I want you to follow it. Because too many times have I fallen back, and I've lost the things I care about most in my life. And now I'm making a difference. I'm pressing forward for something more than myself. So I don't lose the great things in my life. So I don't go straight to hell. I'm going to keep making videos to show you that you can keep in shape. But I'm going to do it in His grace. I'm going to do it on His time instead of my time. I'm going to show everybody out there, including you, what's wrong and what's right. I'm just being real. And all can I say is, you mad, bro?